Hi everyone, I'm Michael, and welcome back to Back Alley Bonsai. Today, I'm just going to be doing a quick trim up on my boxwood, so let's get into it. This boxwood got a trim last year. I've done some simple hedge clipper prune on it over the course of the previous year, and it's starting to get a little bit on the bushy side, so I figured it was time to go through and do a little bit of branch selection. It's already growing out here with this nice spring growth. It's a little late in the season to be doing this kind of work, but it needs to be done. So I'm just going to go through, do some branch picking, and we'll see what we get. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this plant and I'm going to kind of do a general profile trim as I usually do, just to kind of remind myself what I really want it to look like. Kind of a roughly dome or triangular shape on this tree. This one's kind of a classical style. And then after I do that, I will go through and do some branch picking. It's all a little bit too much. A little bit too far on this side still. Okay. Cool. So that gets me a nice starting point. And I'm just going to start taking a look at some of these really crowded branches like this one here. And I'm just going to go through and try and find places where they divide or subdivide nicely and pick and choose them. And on some of these longer ones, I'm just going to trim them back to 2 sets of leaves. Alright, I got 3 branches right here to pick from. I'm actually going to keep the stronger of them, one that's growing kind of forward-ish. And then right beside it, I've got these 2 which are competing with each other. This one's overlapping. So I'm actually just going to take that one off. And this one I'm going to trim back to 2 pairs of leaves. This one here, I've got this branch that's crossing over. And this one here, which is under it, but this whole section's really straight. So if I take this bit here off, I can now kind of encourage this to grow out this way. Take that back a little bit and hopefully get this to sort of fill in that gap a little bit better. And mostly all I'm doing is just looking for places where there's too many branches, or if the branches are long and straight, cutting them back to 2 to try and encourage branching. Here's one that's getting real busy. Definitely need this one that's going straight up. As always, stuff that's going straight up and straight down is always a little suspect. Let's see what's going on here. Got 3 branches all coming out of the same spot right here. Off that one. I'm going to take off this one that's going upwards, so that'll get this one that's actually, I've got a couple of other branches that are coming out a little further back, which I can cut back to. So I'll do that. This one's growing inward, I'll take that one out. Alright, let's see what we got going on over here. Wow, we got a lot of stuff that's growing right here at the base of this branch. Don't really need all of this. It's all kind of growing in the wrong spot. Thick one there. Another thick one. And mostly what I'm doing is just cutting back to some finer branching growth. Okay, so that's it for those lower branches. Now let's take a look at some of these ones on the top. Got this one here, which is growing in. I don't really need it. This one here as well is also growing inward. I got 3 different branches growing out of this spot right here. I'm going to take out the heaviest one, and this one that's growing inward. Let them keep splitting. This one's growing up right here, which normally I wouldn't want. But I could take the whole branch off to right there and keep that. I don't think I'll take it off. Let this branch keep growing out. I got a little bit growing underneath here. And again, I got 3 branches growing out of this one spot, so I'm going to take the one that's growing upwards out of there and keep the 2 horizontal branches. And now for this one. Again, I got 3 branches all growing out of the same spot. I'm going to take off this top one. Oh, I got 4 branches growing out of that spot. I'll take out this one as well. This is a busy branch. The 5th one right there. And now for my last bit here, which is my crown. I got 4 branches all coming out on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take off, just set these up to kind of alternate a bit, left, right, left, right. And then the same thing up here. I'm going to take out the centermost one and then clip these back each to 2 pairs of leaves. And the same thing with this one. And this one as well. And now I'll give you a quick spin of the tree. There's some nice movement going on in here. Nice looking little root base coming along. Got some pads forming on it here and here. I want to try and maintain this definition in these little spaces. But there you have it. That is going to be my Japanese boxwood. Easy trim up. Well, there you go, everybody. That is it for my March print up on my boxwood bonsai. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. Happy to answer any questions you guys may have about them. Hit the subscribe button, tell your friends, and as always, have yourselves a wonderful day.